Hey, welcome back. We're going to start on the oilers now. Let's get these cleaned up. We got some stuff in them to get cleaned out. Make sure that the oil's coming down through so everything can be oiled up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them to do. Let's get started. Let's start off with some gloves. I think that'd be a good idea. And then I'm going to put a rag around my tripod. There we go. Okay. Be up around here so none of it falls down in. Even though this hole here for the oiler just goes straight down in the cylinder. All right. Okay. Let's take this over to the bench. Pull out the needle valve. Oh. It doesn't look like too good of stuff, does it? You want to see down in there? Try not to scratch it up at all. I like the patina that's on it. All right. That comes apart. Yeah, it might be plexi. It's clear. That's good. No bugs or anything down in it. Get a little cleaner for it. Get in the zone. Auto zone. That's some auto zone brake cleaner. All right, I'm gonna get a trash can. Try to get the right angle here for you so you can see. All right, there we go. Yeah. I'm not sure if this is plexi or if it's glass. We're gonna find out here in a minute. Maybe. Glass. Okay. You hear the heater in the background. Got a little chilly last night. A little chilly, but the moon was out. That kept the dogs busy. Now they're all resting. There's Harper. Bella. Hey, Bella. Yeah, she's relaxing and resting. D.T. Williams Valve Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. That's pretty cool. All right. Put it back together. This closes up to keep the weather and stuff out. It's pretty thick glass on there. Let me just show you. Look at the thickness of that. That's nice. You never know, you're going to bump it. You don't want to break it. All right, so the skinny part goes down and a little bit more of a ledge goes to the top there. Okay, that's good. Well, that's good. Little spring on there. Allows this to go up and down. So that's what goes down and plugs the hole so that the oil doesn't go out, or in this case, it lifts up and allows it to drip. And you got your adjustment up and down for when you turn it on. It allows the oil to drip out. So this is on, this is off. So we'll have to adjust all those up. All right. One down. 4 more to go, 5 more to go. Let's take this over and put it back on. Here, we'll show you here. So the hole goes straight down in. Right down in. This is where the compression piston goes in for the air fuel mixture that pushes it into from here into the main cylinder then. Let's put that back on. Okay. All right, we're going to get lucky. This one's for the main cylinder. Well, we've got it mounted here. Go ahead and take these screws out. The top of that. We will leave those over here where we can find them. Clean them up. Okay. It's got a lot of fluid in it. And a lot of liquid. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It's not all oil because the top's open. So it's got a lot of water and mostly water. There you go. A lot of water. Very little oil. Okay. The rest of it looks pretty good. It's not all rusty or anything. Tell you what, that brake cleaner works pretty good. First time I had one of these apart. They operate the same as the other ones. Got that little hole right there. Wouldn't take much to clog that up. Stop the oil from coming out. This goes in and lubricates the piston. That would not be good. So let's get that all cleaned out. There you go. That is why we're pulling everything apart. Look at that. I think it's a spider web, and there's a spider nest down in there that is not going to let any oil come out. Okay, what was it, Harbor Freight yesterday, and they had those little picks and stuff, and I thought, I don't need that. Now I could use it. So I'm looking for something that's got a nice little point. Tell you what, right here. Let's do this. Speaking of Harbor Freight. All right. Barking about Harpy. Okay. I'm not sure. It looks like something's in there, but it could just be where it disperses the oil down through. I'm not sure. We're going to take this little pipe off, maybe. Yep, we are. Now, so we'll show you this here. See all the stuff down in there? It's like almost solid. We got it. Yeah, look at that. This might be a little screen that allows the oil to come through, but not allow bugs back up in. We're going to find out. I don't think so. Nope, it's just dirt. It's just a lot of dirt caked up in there. Probably a mud dauber or something. I thought maybe it was a screen there for a minute. It's looking better. Yeah. Got a bunch more out. There you go. You can see clear through it now. I'll tell you, I'm glad we pulled these apart because we could have fired this up, thrown some oil in here, and guess what? None of it would have been coming out. Still look like we're a little plugged there. Yeah, I can see it in there. All right. Can you see the brown in there where it is the little pipe there? Pretty solid. Okay, so there you see all the stuff coming out. Nope, not yet. I like my rack. It's an old grill. Took the top off, put wood on it, made my workbench that I can wheel around wherever I want to go. I like to see things repurposed. Let's see if we can find a wire. Oh, I know where there's a wire. I might as well keep the hook on it. We can hang it up over here. Nothing coming out of it yet. I'm about half tempted to take that off of there. Let's see if yeah. I'm not sure about these Reid engines, what the original color is. I'm sure it's not a reddish pink like that one is. If you know, throw it down in the comments what their original color was, or if it was multiple colors. You guys getting warm enough there, Bella and Hoppa? Yeah. Get a little drink of coffee. It's looking good. I'm gonna get a tiny little drill bit because I don't know how big that hole's supposed to be. Excuse me. would think you should be able to see down through there. There we go. Yep. So it was completely plugged. So now if you look through it, see that? You can see light through it now. Right through that little hole in the bottom. Before you could not. There was a pretty good amount of gunk on it. Now, this should work a lot better. Yeah. Feel the air coming out. That's good. I got some steel wool. I think I'm going to clean that seat out just a little bit. Okay. Put that up there. And that up there. I just love the patina on it, the colors and stuff, and you just know that, I mean, it was built in 1902, from my best guess, from what I've looked up on numbers and things. So you think about this. This is 120 years old. Still working, still doing what it's supposed to do. Same way with the engine. Stuff. It is amazing how it cleans. I was rubbing on that stuff. It doesn't come off real easy. You hit it with that brake spray, blows it right off of there. Let me grab the two screws. Now I'm going to try to move that. This we could try to move a little bit. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Spring cleaned up nice. Okay, that seat's down in there pretty good. That will work. So we're going to leave that alone. We're going to back this out a little bit. Run this up. Little stop nut. So when the time comes, we'll put some oil in and adjust it down. All right, that was well worth the time because it was clogged. No oil would have been getting through there, and that would have been, as they say, catastrophic. Could have been bad. Tighten these down. Looks pretty good. Can you see through it? Compared to what it was clogged completely tight. Okay. We didn't really look at that. I want to make sure that that goes. There's no reason it shouldn't, but while we're this far in, let's take a look and make sure that it is going up and down like it should. Yeah. So if we can hold it tight here, this whole thing will move. This will stay stationary. Can you see it moving in there? It's just that little bit. But it's enough to open it up. When it's seated down in there, open it up that the oil will start dripping down through. Very good. Like I said, this goes down in the main cylinder. One other thing I want to do is run this down. I'll clean these threads up here. Don't need them, but I want them to look pretty. Oh, that looks so much better. All that brass you can see on there. Nice. Very nice. All right, I'm going to turn you around here because I think we'll do the other big one next, and you'll be able to see me put this one back on. Then we're going to have to disassemble this. Let's see where the piston's at in here. That should be all the way forward. Yeah, see, there's even crap in there. And it goes clear through too. It's pretty cool. You can reach right into the cylinder where the piston rides back and forth. So this just drops in through this area here. This has a hole right through it, and it goes right down in and drips oil onto the cylinder, but also onto the piston when it's coming by, because it'll come clear back. You can see it there. Yeah, that grinding noise is. I got a propane tank sitting right there by the wheel, so it's not your piston grinding. All right, so that's good. This is looking good. Close that up. Let's screw this on. What you doing, Harp? Be nice if he's had little covers. You have to be able to let some air down in so that the oil comes through, but when you're not using them, just to keep things from going down in there. I've got some corks. Maybe I'll put a cork down in there. Just have to put a cork on a string, and then I can just throw the cork over the side. It can just sit there and dance around while it's running. Hey, Harp, how are you? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, you're such a good girl. Yeah, you're helping out, aren't you? Yeah. You and Bella. Yep, good girl. All right, so this has a union on it. So this comes apart, same as the other one did. It's cracked. I see. The oil goes into it, and instead of dripping down through the tube like the other one, this one goes into a wick. So when this comes by, it will take a little lick of oil here, and it'll wipe onto here, and then the oil will run down into here. There's two holes in the bottom here, and they'll drip onto the main crank rod there, the bearing. That's the hot tube propane tank. But so yeah, it just runs the oil right down in. And we're going to pull this apart because there's some crap down in there too. And get that cleaned up. So these, you can see, that's water. A little bit of oil on top and a bunch of water. So we'll get you a little closer here once. We'll take a look here. So here's what I was telling you about. Oh, I can't hardly move it with one hand. So you can get a real good look from the side. So here's the thing that has the two holes in it. There you can see down in there. So that is on top of the crank. It comes by and the liquor just kind of, the wick goes up across here and skims a little oil off and it runs down in. So we'll get here a little closer so you can see it. See how it just kind of goes across it a little bit. And it'll scrape a little oil off and down the oil goes down into the crank. So here's the other two oilers. This one doesn't have as much gunk in it, but it's got a bunch. Look at all the water in that. So we'll do those two and then we'll do this little oiler yet. And then that'll be the oilers. If we get the oilers done, we're not too far from firing it. All right, let's pull this union apart. Like I said in a couple of the other videos, I'm just kind of learning as we go. I got some basic knowledge on these things, and what do they say? About a master of none or something like that. So yeah. Whew, we might want to tighten that down a little bit. We don't want that bouncing around and coming off. All right. Let's see if that'll loosen up. Okay, this one's going to loosen up. This one is a little tighter. I'm going to end up trying to hold something under here as I make the turn on this. Well, no, I can move the wheel a little bit and I'll be able to move this through along with the wheel moving to get my cranks to pull this apart. Nice, I can pull that apart then. Okay, it's easier than trying to catch it as it falls. Catch all the fluid out of it, and then I end up with a bunch of fluid on my shop floor. There we go. All right. That one came through. Tell you what, let's do this one, and then we'll do the other two. I think I'm going to have to get some more cans of brake cleaner, clean all that stuff up. All right, so there's all the water and stuff in the bottom. Got a layer of water and a layer of oil. Let's go over and clean that out next. Let me put you a little closer so you can, I'll make sure you got a nice tight shot to see the water and the oil come out. It's got a little closer on top. Oh, that comes apart nice and easy. That's good. Have to keep track of the parts here. It's got a little holder that keeps this from spinning on its own to keep your adjustments. Oh, guess what? We've got the fluid is coming out the bottom because the pin's not there holding it anymore. There's the water coming out. And still got some oil. Here, this is kind of cool. I'll just set this right on here. Can you see the water dripping down through? I'll put my finger on the bottom here. Catch it. So you can see the water dripping. And that's a sight tube, so you can see your oil coming out. And I saw a couple of them where they said they like to have so many drips per minute, or maybe it was in 10 seconds or something, but yeah. So we're going to have to find those again. Ooh, blah. There's that. It's got a screen. Looky there. Keep anything from getting down in there. Okay, here we go. That's just oil. The water's already ran out. It's got a bunch of white yuck. So we'll set our parts over here. We got some oil water there. That is my daily friend there. My coffee. But it's been around for a long time. Okay, here's the screen and the glass. Yeah, that's some yuck stuff there. It's a sponge or a filter. Oh. Here's the hole that the oil comes in through. That's why they've got this. There you go. Looks good. Looks about like new. You can see down through it, rub it. There you go. Now you can see. So that looks nice. Don't want to lose that sponge. Or a filter. We'll call it a filter. I'm going to squish it out one more time. All right. I don't want to put brake cleaner on this in case it's plastic. Feels like plastic. Looks pretty good. It's got some rust on it. I don't know if that'll clean off. Make sure it's pointing the right direction so it doesn't squirt me in the eye. A little bit of steel wool. Make sure you subscribe. Just thinking trying to go live, and I can do it on the PC. Haven't had anybody join yet, but go live and you guys can hang out while we work on these things. You can see the chat and all that good stuff. There we go. Bottom looks real good. The top looks good too. It's just not quite as good as the bottom. All right, so here's the pin thing. As you can tell, I'm real technical. I do computer stuff all day long, so IT. So this is kind of nice to do these kind of hands-on things. Get away from the screen a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay, that all looks good. Let's tackle this. Got a gasket. Careful not to break it. It's not very thick. Well, the nice thing is we know that water was going through, so we know that that's opened up. You can hear it. There's a bunch of crap coming out of it. All right, I can see up through. We're good. Make sure we can see around the corner, huh? Yeah. All right. No, it is threaded on there. I thought it was just kind of sitting, but it's not. There we go. Now, you can see where it's all cleaned out. You can see clear through it. Doing good. Nice. It's got a gasket on it too. Try not to lose those. There. You know what? Bella, you scared me. Well, we're this far in. Might as well look cloudy. The sight tube looked cloudy. It's getting better. Oh, looky there. Comes out. Perfect. It's looking good. It's little compared to that bigger one. Not as thick either, but it's pretty well protected. And I'm going to try a little sample spot here and that. I'm not going to want to do that. Okay. Got one more part laying back there. Gonna have to shine that up. Oh, it's a lot better. A lot better. Just think, Harp. There's a woodpecker outside the door pecking on something. Oh, nope. Forgot the screen. Dead bugs and everything. There we go. When I put this back together, I'm going to turn the mic off and turn the air compressor on. Alright, air compressor's up to 115 or so. So it's shut down. Look at that. Now we got the screen in there. We got the filter at the bottom. They're looking pretty good. There we go. When I had it cranked down a little more, this was riding high. It wasn't even activating on and off. So that must be what lets you know where you need to be. All right, so let's set that one aside. We forgot a part. Back apart. Put the little door on there. That's cranked down pretty tight. Maybe. You know what? I'm going to look at the other one and see what order those go in. No, they go in the order that they're in right now. So that's right. They're just not, they don't get really tight. There we go. There we go. That's better, I think. I have to work on that a little bit because I want that to slide over and stay closed. You don't want it flopping around. I have to put a washer under that or something. We'll come back to that. All right, now time to pull this apart. Yeah. Wonder if there's much crap inside of this bowl as there was the other one. There, we're getting up to where we can turn it all the way around. There we go. All right. You're okay, Harpy. I'm peeking this side since it's cracked before we pull that needle out. Nope, there's nothing in there. Nothing but rust and gunk. Look, that's going to take a little scrubbing. You see all the stuff that's in there? Bunch of debris. I think it's going to clean out all right. So now, let's take this off. Makes it easier when you do one. When you've already got one done. That's got the wick. This is the one that had a bunch of water in it. Whole pipe came out, which is all right. It's got the screen in it. That's good. Ugh, got a bunch of white, milky gook across it. So you know what you got to do. Give her a little brake cleaner. We don't let it come out of it. There. Looks good. That looks good. This little feller. All right, we got two parts down. Pretty wicked in there. All right. Oh.